Please remember, if you're going to work on a gas boiler, you must be gas safe registered or competent to do so. Boiler servicing and repairs. My name's Alan Hart, and today I've got a few jobs today. I've got a few services to do. Some boilers that I've installed and some that I haven't installed, and I've got a few breakdowns to go to as well. So I've got an Ideologic which has got an L2 fault. So we'll go to that. We'll have a look at that. See if we can see what's wrong with it. Also, I've got a Worcester Bosch which is 4 years old. It's one of the new models of the Worcester, so it's one that I haven't worked on yet, because obviously I don't install Worcester Bosch boilers normally. So I haven't worked on this model, but we're going to have a look at that one as well. I've got a few services. I've got a Viessmann 111, which is a first year service, and again, it's not a boiler I've worked on before. It's a new customer. So yeah, let's go and have a look. So the first job we've got is a Worcester Bosch, and it's a Greenstar, and it's a 30i ERP condensing combi boiler, and this is leaking from the flow turbine adapter. And as I've said already, this is a 4-year-old Worcester Bosch boiler, and as you can see there, it's still the same. It's the same part. It's the same part that leaks on the older models as well. I have done a video on Worcester Bosch boiler leaking, Leeds Plumber. So if you want to see how to repair this boiler, just click onto that video. If we have a look in the installation instructions, it does say where the main supply has a non-return backflow prevention valve fitted, a mini expansion vessel should be connected to the mains water inlet between the return valve and the appliance as shown in figure 4. This property doesn't have a water meter and the pressure is quite low, but I would always advise to add a mini expansion vessel regardless. So that was the first job of the day, and that's a Worcester Bosch, a leaking Worcester Bosch. The next job we've got now is an Ideologic, and this is in a block of flats. It's a top floor apartment. So now we'll go and have a look at that. And this has got an L2 fault. I'm going to do a full strip down on this boiler. I have done a video showing Ideologic boiler service, and again I will add a link below to that video. But taking out burner out on this and just having a real good look at it. Also going to wash the burner down, wash the heat exchanger down. And if we have a look at the condensate here, the trap, it's not going down, the water's not going down. So we know we've got an issue with the condensate, so we need to look into that. Also check the inlet pressure on the gas as well. The boiler flue goes into voids, and they've got some inspection hatches. So it's got 3 inspection hatches. So we need to go up there and we need to make sure that all these flues are installed correctly. Make sure they've got the correct fall on them, and make sure that there's no signs of leaks, or make sure they're supported correctly as well. Really sorry for the bad picture here, but this is the condensate pipe and it connects into a washing machine trap. So we need to see why this is blocked. So that was the L2 fault on the Ideologic, and all I've done with that, cleaned the heat exchanger, washed it through, and then cleaned the condensate trap and the condensate pipe, blown down it, make sure it's all clear, put it all back together, and now the boiler's working fine. As I said, I did do a video on boiler servicing on an Ideologic, so if you wanted to see a more in-depth video on that, then please click into that, and I will add a link below for all the videos that I suggest in this video. And if you can, please like and share and stuff like that. We're going to go to next job is a Viessmann. It's a Viessmann 111. It's been installed for 1 year, so this is the first service. So we'll have a quick look at that. Yeah, we'll have a quick look at that, and then after that we're going to go to an Ideologic as well, and we'll have a quick look at that one as well. So I'm just going to have a quick look at this Viessmann 111 with you. I'm not going to show you fully stripping this one down, but I just wanted to show you the flues on this one. It's got flues in voids. So we need to make sure that any boiler where the flues are in voids, we must check them flues. And one very important thing with this flue is it's got screws in there. And according to Viessmann, you shouldn't put screws in this flue. It could cause problems and the flue could crack. So you need to make sure if you're going to put screws in flues that the manufacturers approve installing screws in the flue. The next boiler service we've got here, this is an Ideologic combi boiler. I actually installed this boiler about 4 years ago, and we're going to do a full strip down service on this today. I have done a video on stripping down an Ideologic, and it's a really in-depth video, so if you want to know more about the servicing, then please check out that video. If you have a look there, the flue looks like it's not sealed, but the customer actually tiled this afterwards. The Ideologic is a very, very easy boiler to service. So this is a full strip down service. I would advise if you strip one of these boilers down that you make sure that you check that burner seal. You can also put into service mode on the front, so you can put it onto maximum rate, and then you can test it with analyzer. Really easy, really simple controls. And again, to test the minimum, you can put it into minimum, and you can test your minimum as well. So that's your Ideologic boiler service. As I say, I've done a full in-depth video as well if you want to know more on these boilers. The next one is a Viessmann combi boiler. I'm not going to fully strip this down today, but I just wanted to show you the condensate pipe outside. I first came to this job to do a power flush. It was installed on a government eco scheme, and it wasn't flushed very well when it was installed. And the heat exchanger was noisy, so we came out to it and we did a power flush on it and flushed it all out. But I'll just show you this condensate pipe outside now and show you the lagging on it. If you can see now, after a few years, all the lagging has started to fall off. It just looks a mess, and really it needs to be updated. This radiator here is just an example of a one pipe system. If you have a look on the left hand side, you can just see the elbow going directly into the radiator. So if you see that, there's a good chance it could be a one pipe system. We've now got a leaking boiler. This is a Potterton boiler, and the customer wants a quote to replace the boiler. So I've just come out to just to do a survey. So I just wanted to give you a little tip on this one. The gas on this is 15mm at the boiler, and to put a new boiler in here we need to update that gas, and that gas needs to be 22mm. The customer also wants a bigger output boiler. But if we go back to the meter, we can see the gas meter, it's lead at the meter, and that goes under the floor in lead pipework. Also, they've got a gas fire in here, so it's not just as easy as just updating it. The customer's also asked for a plume kit with this, so the flue gases are not facing towards the caravan. So that's just a few of the jobs, day in the life of a plumber or gas engineer, I suppose. If you want more videos like this, then please add a comment below and let me know what type of videos that you like and that you want, and I'll try and add what I can. With regards to quoting, I have done a video on quoting, and I'll try and put some links below of all the different videos to do with quoting for a new boiler, Ideologic boiler service, Ideal Vogue boiler service, yeah, things like that. But as I say, if you've got any questions, please ask them in comments below. And yeah, thank you for watching. Thanks very much.